Topic 10.1, solving trigonometric equations, starts out with one concept that I want to clarify just a little bit so that you get off to the right start on that one. In this topic, we're solving trigonometric equations like in example 1. To sine of x minus 1 is equal to 0. So just with algebraic manipulation, we get sine of x is 1/2. Now, if we just think about our unit circle for a moment, there's two places where sine is 1/2. One of those is pi over 6, and one of those is 5 pi over 6. Those are the only two places on the unit circle where sine is equal to 1/2. If you think about it as drawing a line at y equals 1/2, because the y coordinate is equal to the sine, then that's those 2 points right there. Now, if we remember from our study of coterminal angles, then we can find another angle that has the same sign just by taking this one and adding 2 pi. We can do the same thing with this one. We take this angle and we add 2 pi. So that means that as many angles as we want to find that also would have a sine of 1/2, we just do pi over 6 plus some integer multiple of 2 pi gives us a coterminal angle with pi over 6. Similarly here, 5 pi over 6 plus some integer multiple of 2 pi gives us a coterminal angle with 5 pi over 6, which would also have a sine of 1/2. If we redraw that picture more like a number line instead of a unit circle, we get the illustration in the book. Not that that's a particularly good illustration of sine, but, and then we draw our line across here that says sine equals 1/2. And you see the same thing, that here's pi over 6, here's 5 pi over 6, and this is one period of the sine function. Then another place where this angle is equal to, or has a sine of 1/2 is here at pi over 6 plus a period. So when solving a trigonometric equation like sine of x is 1/2, there are two different types of solutions that you may be asked for. The general solution, or solutions on an interval. Okay, we'll look at the general solution first. The general solution is the example where you're asked to find the first solution on the unit circle plus all the coterminal angles. So that would look like, in this case, pi over 6 is your first solution, and then the coterminal angles are in 2 pi. So that's one general solution. The other is 5 pi over 6 plus multiples of the period is in 2 pi. So the general solution for a trigonometric equation will look something like that. Now, just one word of caution, this is the period of your function. So for sine, cosine, secant, cosecant, the period is 2 pi over b. Well, in this case, b is 1, so the period is 2 pi. So you always have to pay attention to what the period of the function is, because that's what's going to go here in finding the general solution. The solution on an interval, the problem will always be phrased as something like, find the solutions of sine of x is 1/2 on the interval 0 to 2 pi, or something like that. It may not be that specific interval. If there is a bracket, that means include this number in your solutions. If there is a parenthesis, that means exclude. So in this case, we would start at 0 and go to 2 pi, but not include 2 pi in our answers. So looking at this one again, we have two solutions, pi over 6 and 5 pi over 6, and those are all of the answers in this interval, because if we continue around the unit circle and come past 2 pi, we've left the interval that we were asked for. So another way of thinking about this is if you were asked for a general solution, there's an infinite number of solutions to a trigonometric equation. If you were asked for solutions on an interval, there will be a finite number of solutions. Get to work.